welcome to Lindork Does Life. In this week's episode, we're going to be taking the Hoodoos Trail here in British Columbia. My name is Linda Huang, and I'm a Canadian blogger and now video blogger sharing about my life. Tune in each week as I do something. I'll try things you might want to try, visit places you might want to visit, and eat food you might want to eat. I hope you join me as I do life. If you're from Alberta, the term Hoodoos might be familiar to you. Alberta is home to many hoodoos, defined as tall, thin, almost alien-like rocks made of sandstone. Hoodoos take millions of years to form, and it's pretty cool how close you can get to them in the Canadian Badlands. I actually got some footage from previous visits to some Alberta hoodoos for this video blog, but never actually got around to making the video. Badlands-esque hoodoos are all I've ever known, so I was surprised and excited to learn that there were hoodoos nestled among the trees in British Columbia, near the Fairmont Hot Springs Resort, where we were recently hosted. These BC hoodoos are a pretty distinct landmark in the Columbia Valley. They're actually, I think, almost better seen from the highway. But many who visit the area, well known for its outdoor adventure opportunities, end up taking the popular 3.2-kilometer Hoodoo Trail hike that takes you up to the top of the sandstone Hoodoo Cliffs. This is a family-friendly hike that we did with our friends and their furry fam. This is my hiking buddy, Gary. He mostly just gets to hitch a ride.
No, Linda, I'm not carrying you.
It's pretty easy, but there is quite an incline, and it was a little tough for me, a perpetual beginner hiker. My friends and husband have abandoned me. They're all the way up there. But the mountain views are pretty stunning.
Welcome to the Hoodoos. With their craggy spires rising up from the north end of Columbia Lake, the Dutch Creek Hoodoos are an unmistakable landmark in the Columbia Valley.
Depending on how many stops you take for breaks or photos, it should take you about an hour or two round trip. As you get higher and higher on this hike, it gets windier and windier. Once you're at the Hoodoos cliff, be careful. There are no railings and the drop-off looks pretty scary. From the top of the Hoodoos, you can't really get a good view of the Hoodoos themselves, so that's why I'd recommend viewing it from the highway too. But it is pretty neat to stand atop these strange sandstone structures, especially when they feel like they appear out of nowhere among the trees. You'll get some great views of the Columbia Valley, including Columbia River, along this hike. This isn't an intense hike, nor does it yield the best view of hoodoos in Canada.
So my dad says to tell you that you don't go to hoodoos in BC because we got real hoodoos in Alberta.
But it's a great option for families or low-intensity hikers and adventure pets too. We got not one, but two cats on our adventure today. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Lindork Does Life. I'll see you next week. My adventure friends did not tell me that there would be an incline in our hike today. We persevere.